Hey, hi everyone. In this video, we'll be talking about, as discussed, about media gallery. What are media galleries? I'll show you certain example. I'll go to any of the Shopify website, and there are so many. Like I'll take any example over here. So this is let's take some inspiration, and you'll be able to get it. So suppose if I talk about this one, no, not this one. Um, what now? Website surroundings. Let's go here. Right. So we are here. Basically, we'll go to this particular. This seems very awkward to be very honest, but let's go to some different. Explore by category, e-commerce, right? I think I can come over here. Shop, and then yeah. So this is what media gallery is. I'll show you. So if I come over here, this is media gallery basically. So I'll show you if I can use snippet or anything as such. So over here we can change the I would say gallery, and this is the right section where we have title of the product. Then we have USPs. This is like what basically product is all about. It is green, it is woody, and it is nutty. And then about payment information, you can use this particular payment gateway. You can change the color, right? So this is also possible. And then volume, description about product, and all those things. So this is basically media gallery. Now, how we can I would say create media gallery, we will understand. You can do whatever you want to with theme.liquid. You have all the customization option, but there are certain limits. We will talk about that, but most of the things can be easily done under the scope. So this is what we'll be designing, but we won't be designing this one. We have already created ours. So this is what we'll create. Although this won't look that good, but believe me guys, you will understand how things are done, right? So first we will create this particular thing. If you want, I will put this Figma link in the description, and you can go there and you can, I would say, follow it if you want to. And that would be great for learning itself, because just listening to the video won't help you. Also creating side by side would be helpful. So I'll say one thing. Take one screen where I am there. You can skip this part, introduction, if you don't want to listen. Just go to the code part, try to code, listening to me code. You'll be able to understand everything properly. Now let's talk about it. So we are on the left, I would say, bar. Here are thumbnails. Here are the product media. I would say main gallery images. Now what we will do, we'll look how it is. So as you know that we have already created this particular store, and what we have to do here is we'll again come to this store. I'll show you how it needs to be done. I will close all the stores. So this is where you will land when you will open media gallery. I'll try to keep it somewhere or somewhat shorter, I would say. This is the last I can do. Okay, no issues. So if I come over here, if I do preview, uh, yeah. So by default, this is what it offers to me. And I can now there are certain extra features which are given, which I personally don't like, but I'll show it to you. So if I click over here, this gets zoomed in, and there are two features available in customizer. First I will show you how it is, and then we'll create our own. So that is what we will try to make, and this will be divided into two videos, because first video will talk about how we can import certain libraries, and the second video will be straight to the point. So this is how we can click. We can go to grid. This is the grid part where it is just a side of it, and stack would be to be one and second and third. So currently it is kept as carousel, so that's why we can see this. But we won't be creating it from the settings itself. First we'll be doing it from the code directly. So now you will say that this particular thing is not present on all of the Shopify, like clicking it and going from edit code. I'll talk about that how you can reach to this particular code. But in my instance, what I can do, I can just click on any other section. I can come over here, I can edit the code, right? But not every, not in Dawn. You won't get this on Dawn theme. This is Horizon theme, so I'm able to get it, and I understand that, and I will talk. I'll tell you how it needs to be done. So before that, we won't talk about key things are present in this particular file name. So I won't say file name A, go there, and voila, we are done. This is not what this is not the approach we'll be following. What we'll be doing instead is I'll tell you how we need to track it. So tracking is the most important part when it comes to Shopify. So what I'll do is I'll try. Let me open it for you first. So this is how it's opening for me. It is directly opening the product media gallery liquid. So this is where everything is rendered, but still I am in the schema part. I have to still go inside product media gallery content, then I have to go and find, I would say, this is the part where I'm in. No, I have to still go inside somewhere and find this class, because I'm under the schema currently. I'll talk about schema and everything, but you do not need to worry about all these things for now. I'll tell you how to track it. This is not the way to track it. This could be done if you want to do it hurry burry, if you want to use too much of AI, but we won't be using. We will be using AI, but not that much. We won't be having that much dependency. So I'll tell you how it needs to be done. So we have to come over here. We have to go to view code, view website, and what we have to do is we have to inspect it, right? Try to keep it over here itself. Always don't put your debugger on the right hand side. It's not recommended. I have used it, but doesn't make much sense. So what we will be doing here is we will be going to we'll try to track it down. So let's see. We have to go to the maximum parent it can reach. So we are still not in the parent. We are still not in the parent. Let's see. Did we reach the parent? No, we have not yet reached the parent, but we are going one step above. So, yep. So this is the parent we have to look for. Now, it it won't guarantee that you will reach to that particular section, but it will guarantee one thing, that you can reach to that particular file if you if you be little smart here. So what you have to do, you have to not copy all the information, but you have to copy something like this. So product information grid. I'll come over here. This is what you have to use, man. It's very important. And what you have to do here is, let me just come over here. So as you can see, product media information, and this is what we have here, right? So I'll take this, I'll come over here, I'll copy this. I think I have copied it wrong. Product media, a product information media, right? Left. So I'm over here. I'm in this liquid. I'm still not in that file because it will be uh, product information media, right? Mm, let's find this particular file. Now this is the file section. Here you will find the files. Here you will find the exact dev you're looking for. So let's see. You will find it. Yep. So over here. Yes. So we are in the exact file, and I'll show you why. I've already do some commenting and all, and you do not need to look. This is where we have media gallery. You can see, guys. And what you have to do is you have to uncomment it, and let's see the magic. Do this should go away. So if I'll show you. So if I from DOM, if I try to do display none, this is what we want to achieve. Not from the debugger, but from the, I would say, this particular edit code part. So what we will do now is we'll refresh this. First we will uncheck this, and what we have done here, we have just commented this thing. So what should happen? It should go away. So let's see whether it's following the same standards or not. Yep, everything is gone. Media gallery is gone, right? If we'll try to comment this, let's see what happens. Everything is gone. So we should not touch this particular div part, and rather we should just comment this, right? Media gallery. Now let's see whether anything here coming up or not. So if I write hello world, a traditional thing, and if I come over here, if I refresh this, yep, so this is rendering properly. And here is what we have to make sure that we render the slider step by step. So now let's talk about asset building, right? So we found the place where we have to put our images. Now what we have to do, we have to be smart here and put our slider. So we did currently put what we did currently put so here is the content of product, and here were the images. So instead of images we have put hello world, but what we have to put here, we have to put our own gallery. So something like this, right? Now to do that, first what we have to do, we have to um, come over here. We will talk about library and other things in the second video. In this video we'll be just talking about how we can render it, how we can render all the images. So what I'll do is I'll write dev class assign. So I'm copying it from here because we need exact structure. Classes could be different. So parent image, because this will be the parent image. What it will be carousel, right? I could use different. I am not directly copying it, but let's see. And before that, what you have to do, you have to render for loop. So to render for loop, you have to do this for images in image. We'll be using in, I would say, below that particular loop. For image in image product image gallery, product dot images. Right. Let's close the loop, and what we will do, and for the loop is closed. Now inside this, what we'll be doing, we'll be rendering our parent image, right? We'll render this, and inside there will be two things. The first thing would be main image. So main image. Now what is the main image? I'll show you in the Excalibur itself. So main image would be, these are thumbnails. Main image, these are thumbnails. So first we are rendering this thing, and don't worry, currently we are not creating any slider, we are just creating the structure. That's it. We'll be doing that thing from the slick, and I'll be talking you how you can simply do it. It's very simple. But in this video we're just rendering images. So how we can render images, you can say main images, right, of carousel. So I'm just using uh, unique, I would say, names for that. Okay. And then what we have to do is we have to render images inside it, right? Now let's talk about this is done. Then inside it we have to use the images, so as it will be rendered accordingly, right? So we have to write here as, I'll be copying it from here, man, because it currently the current version of it doesn't support normal image src, and if you put till here it won't support. It needs to have everything over here in the parameter of the in their objects. So attributes basically. So you have to put something like this: image src image is coming from here because it is looping. So each and every image will be rendered as a div basically. So if I write hello world, so currently we have two images, so two divs will be, I would say, rendered. So let's see. So as you can see, two hello worlds are rendered. If I come over in the inspect section, one this one, and the second I would say would be uh, Huh. So second would be this one. Yep. So these are the two things which are rendered in the DOM. So what we have to render current now, we have to render images. What we have to render? We have to render images. So as you can see, so I have copied it. I have saved it. So we had only two images, one and two. So these two images are rendered. Now second and the most important thing, this will be part of, I would say, uh, so this will be parent, right? This will be main images, right? And if I come over here into this thing, yep, these are the main images, parent image carousel. Okay, so we have all these images over here. Then what we would need is we would also need to render. We have to also render thumbnails. So how will be rendering thumbnails? We have to render it. I would say this will be. I think we are going somewhat wrong. Yeah, so we'll talk about this in the next video, but we have rendered our images. As you can see over here, it's been rendered stacked together, right? First image and second image, and then we will do the same thing for, we'll use the same thing here for thumbnails, right? And what we'll be doing here is we'll be main images carousel, and we will say, instead of carousel, we'll say thumbnails, right? And over here as well, we'll say uh, parent image carousel, we'll say thumbnails. That's it, guys. So we'll have four images. First two images would be of main image, then second two will be of thumbnails. It could be smaller, so I'll keep it as 600 400 pixel. We can change it later. I will try to make it exactly like that. So if I come over here, so as you can see, it'll say 440 pixel. Now let's see. You can't write pixel over here, but yeah, if you get the gist that we are having four images, first, second, third, fourth. So these two are the thumbnails, and these two are the main product images. So that's all. That's all. So we'll say 1200 as well, because the blur part is coming up. You're not doing it. Yep. So that's all from the video, guys. In the next video, we'll try to create a carousel, and we will wrap this up. So that's all from the video. Thank you so much. Bye.